Israel is defending its attacks on government targets in Syria. Prime Minister Netanyahu says they're necessary to secure Israel's border and to protect Druze minorities in southern Syria.
In Gaza, an Israeli tank shell accidentally hit a Catholic church, prompting the Prime Minister to issue a statement of regret. Chuck Holton reports.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is doubling down on Israel's recent strikes in Syria, calling them both defensive and strategic. The attacks came after days of brutal fighting in Sweida between Syrian regime forces and Druze militias. Israeli warplanes struck key regime installations, including the Syrian Defense Ministry in Damascus.
We have a commitment to keep the southwestern Syria area as a demilitarized zone on the Israel border. We will not allow a situation to return where a second Lebanon is established there, and we are also committed to protecting the Druze residents.
Following the strikes, Syrian troops began pulling out of Sweida overnight under a new truce brokered by the U.S., Turkey, and Arab states. Interim President Ahmad al-Sharaa addressed the Druze population directly in a televised message.
We assure you that protecting your rights and freedom is our priority, and we reject any attempt aimed at dragging you into an external side or causing division within our ranks.
But tensions remain high. Human rights groups say over 500 people were killed in the recent fighting. Druze militias are reportedly carrying out revenge attacks on Bedouin villages that supported the regime, and Syrian forces are preparing to return to the area. And Turkey's President Erdogan blasted Israel's involvement.
Israel, using the Druze as a pretext, has extended its banditry to our neighbor Syria over the past 2 days. I want to say this once again, clearly and plainly. Israel is a lawless, ruleless, unprincipled, spoiled, indulged, and frenzied terrorist state.
In Gaza, Israel is under renewed scrutiny after IDF tank fire accidentally hit the only Catholic church in Gaza, killing 3 people. The IDF says Hamas had been operating nearby, but confirmed civilian casualties.
I say this with the same breath. The army does everything to prevent harm to innocent people. Every case like this is thoroughly investigated.
President Trump reportedly pressured Netanyahu directly over the incident. Hours later, Netanyahu issued a public statement expressing regret. Church leaders have also spoken out.
The news we are receiving at this time is saddening, and its symbolic significance also causes us pain. A church has been attacked, a priest wounded, there are innocent victims. We must also remember that this church was watched over with care, affection and fondness by Pope Francis.
And Ambassador Mike Huckabee is accusing Israel of delaying visas for Christian tour groups. He's threatening reciprocal actions unless the issue is addressed quickly. From Jerusalem, I'm Chuck Holton for CBN News.
Well, it is surprising to me that Israel would restrict tourists right now. I think they need the revenue more than ever, and so it's a real puzzle that Ambassador Huckabee has to make that kind of announcement. Turning to southern Syria, it's a bold move for Israel to create a demilitarized zone and do so to protect the Druze that live there. To have Turkey come after Israel for that is great irony to me, because they've essentially taken over northern Syria, and their incursions to fight the Kurds have been repeated over the years, and it's just incredible to hear him. He wants to take Syria, and that's clearly his ambition. He also wants to take Lebanon. He wants to restore the Ottoman Empire. All these nations were created in the aftermath of World War I, and Lebanon and Syria were portioned off and put under the, I guess, the colonial rule, if you want to call it that, of France for a very long period of time. Saudi Arabia was created by the Brits, Iraq as well as Jordan. And then under the British mandate, there was a design to create a Jewish state. All of this now is in flux. The map is being redrawn. If Israel is serious about a DMZ in southern Syria, you're probably going to hear them try to do that as well in Lebanon. So things are rapidly changing. It's also a mark of what's going to happen in Gaza, and hopefully this war can end very quickly, and the hostages can be released, and Hamas can finally be defeated. But this is incredible times. We're literally seeing history being rewritten in our day.